All right, welcome to more Legacy of Solaris, where we're going to be playing Amy's story today. I want to make a mention that I have with me in the chat Otter with a controller, or Fen, as they also go by. They adore Amy and are part of the Lost Legacy team and created most of the stuff that we're going to be seeing in this story today. So huge shout outs to them. I also want to shout out, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Fen, but it's Rei-San, because Fen was the idea person, and Rei-San was the person who put all the programming into action as well. So let's go ahead and get started here with Amy's story in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Finally, finally a good point to talk about Amy here. We're just gonna skip a couple cutscenes and then start off in Dusty Desert. So, what Amy can do in Legacy of Solaris is, well, I should specify that she is the most overhauled character in the entire game. She plays nothing like she does in Retail 06, and thank goodness, because she is by far the worst character in that game. First of all, we do have a new max speed running animation, which is very neat. As she runs around at the same speed that Sonic goes, like all the characters have been sped up for Legacy of Solaris. She does have a retail hammer attack, which isn't anything special. There isn't much change to it, but you won't be using it a whole lot because if you hold X, you can do the spinning hammer attack. This attack has no cooldown. You can literally sit here and just spin with Amy forever and ever and ever. She's completely invincible, I believe, to everything other than projectiles, like touch damage she isn't affected by, and all of that stuff. Oh, you increase the hitbox on this. Very nice. On her hammer, so it can be a little useful if you're in a pinch and you can't activate the spinning hammer attack. But, yeah, the spinning hammer attack is super, super good. Big fan of that. Additionally, when you're jumping in the air and you hold X, you can do a spinning hammer attack, which is some pretty cool stuff. Unfortunately, with the spinning hammer attack, you cannot change your direction. So if you want to change your direction with the spinning, like after you do a spinning hammer attack, you have to let go of the X button, and then you can freely move Amy in the air again. Additionally, if you double tap X in the air and hold it, you can do an air hammer attack and then land on the ground and all that stuff. This also gives you free movement in the air, so another good option if you go from an air hammer into a spinning hammer attack, which is really cool. And then finally, Amy has her double jump from Retail 06 with patches from Legacy of Solaris and the 06 mod loader installed in order to make the momentum a lot nicer, the physics a lot nicer. Your speed isn't just massively halted when you use it, but in Legacy of Solaris, Amy has a triple jump, which is just absurd and super fun. So without further ado, let's start this proper here. In Amy's Dusty Desert, lots of custom stages here, since of course Amy only had mission 12 and her section in Dusty Desert with Silver to go off of, as well as the end of the world. But the end of the world is also in Legacy of Solaris, so I imagine we're not going to be seeing too much from that section there. Oh, there you go. With it, you can deal with lots of enemies. Ain't that the truth? Spinning hammer attack is freaking great. I love it. Yes, I also should mention, yes, there is no invisibility. Amy has had her invisibility removed. To spawn only when she was doing the fast running very easily. Dang. I mean, holding the hammer is fun. And I do want to make mention that it's kind of a hilarious coincidence, and this is the only comparison I'll probably make to P06 in this particular run. But it's very funny that both P06 and Legacy of Solaris developed Amy in the same way. I mean, they're both based off of her adventure moveset, which isn't too surprising because that's like the only 3D Amy moveset outside of Sonic Heroes, I guess, that you could base it off of. But there was no, as far as I understand, there was no like cooperation or like sharing of ideas between Fen and Chaos when it came to developing Amy. So I think it's a very funny coincidence that it turned out this way. But I appreciate it. She's awesome in both projects, so. Come on. See a leader here. Hopefully that destroyed all the enemies in the room. And that'll... Nice. I don't know if that door was already open or not, but... Doo-doo. Yeah, the invisibility is... Yeah. I mean, you could have justified it with her tarot card stuff, but I mean, I would much rather take a more competent character over her having pointless invisibility. Because it's like, why would I use the invisibility when I can just do that to an enemy? Did ask us afterwards how close you got to PO6 Amy, and he was like, pretty close. Yeah. It's pretty funny. Isn't Amy a Sonic clone in Sonic Heroes? She is. I mean, she does have some unique stuff. Like if you hold the A button, you can do like a hammer glide, kind of like Peach in the Mario Brothers games. But and her Rocket Excel, I think, has a different like attack. It's like a hammer attack instead. But other than that, she plays just like Sonic does. Which I can't say is something I completely hate. The more the characters play like Sonic, the better, in my opinion. Because Sonic is normally the best character in all of these games, but I can't say I don't appreciate when characters are unique. Character can't just fly over the entire stage. No, you're thinking of Omega. Omega has been nerfed in that regard in Legacy of Solaris, which is one part sad because it was fun how broken he was, but also it's for the better of the project, I think. Got the shield and invincibility here, kind of redundant. Reminds me of Sonic 4, where you could be invincible, have the shield, and be supersonic all at the same time. Just kind of funny, but that finishes off Dusty Desert. No ball puzzles in sight, thank goodness. What's up, Adam? How's it going? It would be cool to see tarot animations to activate it. Yeah, that would have been cool. Yeah, Silver's in the back just chilling. He's like, why didn't this girl have to go through the ball puzzle?
I can't believe...
Yeah, I know, and I still think Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Sonic and Tails are the best variations of Sonic and Tails. It's cool that they have unique abilities, but being able to just reach home with one gameplay style that's tried and true is the best part. Moving on into White Acropolis here. This is kind of supposed to represent Amy and Elise escaping the base, which is pretty neat. Unfortunately, White Acropolis again goes underutilized in Section B here because we're able to just shortcut all the way over to the end and sneak right through into the section that's normally part of End of the World. All right, see you later, Pedro. I'm sorry, I didn't see your message, Pedro. Did you let me know how work was going? I apologize that I didn't read it. Woo! Did a little fun thing there. It's kind of an unintentional glitch. It's not really a hammer jump, but if you press A and X at the same time, Amy will like do her air hammer attack from the ground, which is pretty neat. I would say it's not really that useful again because with the air hammer attack, you can't adjust your direction when you're doing it. Like you're stuck going forward, kind of like a Castlevania jump. But it's still cool that she has the ability nonetheless. It's actually Meg Griffin. Did you know that the voice actress of Princess Elise is one of the girls in Mean Girls? I can't remember which one, but it's the one with black hair. Lacey Chabert is the actress's name. But that's cool. I didn't know she also voiced Meg. Quite the quite the diverse resume. Thanks to that stream. I had a per track OST customization with US for Metal Race. Yo, let's go, Adam. I didn't even know that you could customize stuff. To be honest with you, I haven't really delved into Sonic CD Restored. Like the first time I really fully played through it was for that stream. I didn't know that you could just customize the soundtracks to your liking. I don't know if that's a decomp thing only or if that's just something that's that they added for CD and Knuckles, or CD Restored and Knuckles, however you want to call it. This one changed to PO6 in the patch? Oh, cool. What are you doing? Or are you keeping it a secret? That's a CD Restored thing. Sonic CD and Oh, that is a restored thing? Okay. I see what you mean. Do. And I was able to add Amy into it? Very awesome. The Tower of Bomb Boxes. Yo, is it only one explosion now? You mean in Sonic's Radical Train, how all 9 exploded and lagged the game? Not bomb boxes at all now? Oh, very cool. They're not bomb boxes, they're electrical boxes, and I placed 900 of them. Do. Very cool section of White Acropolis. It's always neat to go through these stages backwards. Like a bomb container? Oh, very cool, Chaos. I will say, I'm pretty sure that's something I remember Gordon mentioning from a while ago. Like, I think, like, Shadow Release 1. But, I mean, you're gonna make a lot of people happy with that. Lag reduction is a very nice thing. Show the up top secret? Oh, shoot, you're right. At that goal ring there, we're just doing mission 12 here, which I covered in Silver's story. It's just a repeat because it's an Amy story. I'll edit it in post. But if you actually do a triple jump up top from the goal ring there are a couple item boxes up there. It's a cool little secret since Amy has the triple jump. Very cool. Now I'm free of the agony. I mean, I could say that's nothing but a positive decision, Chaos. I'm glad you were able to fix it. Do. I would definitely say you're not only making Rev happy with that, you can make a lot of people happy. Some of the mission music, I honestly like all of the town missions. I love how bouncy they are and just a total mood shift from like the rest of the game. All right, Tropical Jungle time. I think the point of this stage, it's really cool because since Amy has such little screen time in Retail 06, Fen was able to kind of put some pieces together to kind of create justifications for her being in the stages. Obviously, she's in Dusty Desert with Silver. But then, of course, we had White Acropolis, her escaping with Elise. And then here we are in Tropical Jungle, dying. Very nice. Anyway, what I was saying is the justification for Amy in Tropical Jungle is after, I guess, Sonic dropped Elise off at the castle and she got kidnapped again, which, you know, spurs on the events for Kingdom Valley. The justification, I guess, is that Sonic was dicking around in Tropical Jungle and Amy's going to tell Sonic that Elise was kidnapped again. Pretty cool. What? I mean, the lag, I would definitely say the lag happened for me in Sonic's Radical Train in PO6. Do. This actually reminds me a lot of the custom Tails Tropical Jungle. Using the triple jump as part of the level design there. Very cool. Do. Yes, there's a mission in Shadow's story where you literally, like, he asks you a math question and you have to kick a box with the right number on it. It's pretty ridiculous. And that town mission is the reason why I decided not to do the town missions for Legacy of Solaris, on top of the 60 other town missions that this mod adds that I will also not be covering. Unless there's really high demand for it, I will not be covering the town missions. Because that's the nice thing, is since the mod is done, especially, I can always come back to it if there's high demand for me to continue and show off every little ounce of detail that this mod has. But I'm trying to show off the big things because it's the parts that I really like about Legacy of Solaris. I want to show other people. Got a little bit more double jump in here. Could do a triple jump, but you know, we gotta have fun with the level, you know, play how it was intended to be played. And there's Amy's story. That's it. She's only got 3 stages in her main story, but don't worry, if you enjoyed playing as her, Fen's got you covered because there's a lot of extra stages with her. All right, let's go ahead and start with Amy's extra missions here, which we can access from the Act Trial. We've got 4 of these to play. Very excited. Go ahead and start off in Wave Ocean. I'll let Otter with a controller take the helm here in terms of details about this stage, because I think the idea of this stage is quite cute. What he did with Amy and Silver here. They're as a little hint, I guess, they're headed towards something. I believe we need to defeat all the enemies here. Hello? Or I think maybe I have to run toward the balls here. Or the... Yep, there we go. And I think we just wait for a minute. Yep. Give Amy a guitar instead of a hammer so she can raw. Here we go, playing some Silver in Wave Ocean. Not something we get to see normally in Sonic 06. Because Blaze goes through it in his story. I believe we have to defeat all the enemies. I'm not entirely sure. Imagine getting a C tier? What do you mean? The game in such good condition? I agree, Henry. Legacy of Solaris is an awesome mod. Adds a lot of cool stuff. Hello? Oh, okay, it's on the grind rail. I was like, what is going on with the camera?
Get out of my way.
Just our classic Silver gameplay of stunning everything, then picking it up and chucking it. Love it. All right, somehow that rune does that and Amy escapes. And now I believe we have to find 3 switches that are across the level here. I think the first one is right behind these mechs right here. And then the second one I know is hiding in a rock somewhere. I'm like 90% sure. And here we go, some speed shoes to help us out. One thing that I didn't mention about the hammer spin is it actually preserves speed. So you can grab these speed shoes and really fly long after it's done, as long as you're holding the button down. There's switch 2. Yeah, you can see even after the speed shoes are done, we can still just fly with Amy here. It's pretty fun. Go ahead and utilize that double triple jump. Gets to be a bit everywhere. There you go. Yep. Amy, this is Amy and Silver are late for a picnic. I think it's funny. Do. You can't escape me. Basically the spin kick on crack, if I'm gonna be honest. We can triple jump. Whoops. I don't think we need to do any of this at all. I believe there's an invisible wall here, but yeah. Sorry, enemies, but we've seen enough of Amy dealing with enemies. We know she's perfectly capable of that. Oh, sayonara, Silver. Yeah. Why was the triple jump the decision made again? I think I remember you saying that Jotaro is the one who wanted the triple jump for Amy. Because it doesn't really seem like, other than that one part of Tropical Jungle, that the triple jump is really necessary for anything other than large skips. Which, I mean, I'm always a fan of, you know, being able to do cool skips and learn the level design of Sonic levels. I just find it kind of surprising considering how broken the triple jump is. Need to ask Jotaro. Gotcha. I'm so honestly surprised that they haven't shown up in a stream yet. Here we go. As you can tell, we're going into the mock speed section with Amy. And while looks may be deceiving and we might be going mock speed with her, it's not anything at all. She's just normal. I believe that in a later version, a later build of Legacy of Solaris, this camera is fixed, but it's very close to Amy for whatever reason in this stage. Doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. Just hammer spin our way through. Okay. Looks like we're not invincible to everything, but enemies can certainly give us a lot less of issues. A lot less of issues. A lot less of an issue. Do 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 do. Why it's close up? Gotcha. Since Mach Speed Sonic moves much faster. Characters had Mach Speed sections. Yeah. As we saw with Blaze, Blaze has all 4 Mach Speed sections actually across her stages. And then Amy gets to play a little bit of the Mach Speed section as well. Again, utilizing that leader mechanic very well in Legacy of Solaris. Do 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 do. Also, I think I forgot to say hello to you, Beats. When you came into the stream, I know I'm way late on it. That's my bad. Here we go, getting some more speed chews. Pretty appropriate for the Mach Speed section, I'd say. Do 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 do. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Kind of cool playing the Mach Speed section with a character that's not at Mach Speed. I don't think I see a leader anywhere. Do 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 do. 2 more enemies, it looks like. There we go, and that was Amy's Wave Ocean with a really, this is honestly, like, pretty cute, this little set piece of them at the picnic all together. Not sure when they had time for it, but you know what, it's an extra stage. Continuity doesn't matter. Wouldn't recommend eating those apples on the ground, though. Put a lot of speed chews around, very true. All right, next up is Crisis City with Amy. Here we go. Looks like I think we're going to be playing Section D again, it looks like. If you didn't see my Sonic video, Section D was an unused section of Crisis City that has been restored in many, many sections. Oh, I love Section D. You know, between Blaze, Sonic, and Amy, I would say so. Do, do, do. Section D is pretty sweet. Like, it's a cool addition. When I first played through Legacy of Solaris, I just kind of figured that it was a lesser Section B, but there are some unique elements to it that make it stand out. I can see why it was cut, though. One, Crisis City would have been 5 sections long for Sonic, which would have been absurd. And like I said on first playthrough, like, it's pretty similar to Section B, which is the one where you start out on the rails if you're not familiar with sections. It's the second section that Sonic goes through in his story. It could have been extra stages. Yeah, they could have. But that's what Legacy of Solaris is for, huh? How does none of that glass go through her eye? Because it's a video game. There's your reason. It's a video game. Using some of the speed of those springs to head on through here. Some dash panels, really getting some speed going with Amy. I really dig that the hammer spin preserves speed. It's probably pretty fun to speedrun Amy's story, I would say. Here we are with Silver in Section F, actually during the daytime, which I believe this is the only time in Legacy of Solaris we play Crisis City Silver during the day. Pretty cool. It's pretty similar to how he normally plays through Section F. Dusty Desert and White Acropolis. There exists an early set, but nothing mentioned except for White Acropolis. See, that's really cool. What was the Section C of Dusty Desert, like the early set file? Was it just like a combination of the two? Like both an outdoor with a lot more ruins or something, or? Male BRB, all right. Here we go, little Psycho Shock grab all, never hurt anybody. Do 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 do. That enemy is destroyed. I always appreciate that the enemies can friendly fire in 06. Gotta love the Havoc physics engine working its magic there. Do 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 do. Similar to Section 8. Gotcha. I would love to see like a Section B with Sonic and the Princess. In Dusty Desert. It would be cool, since like the whole idea is they're supposed to be escaping the temple. Because it's kind of weird, because with how Dusty Desert Section A is like set up, it makes it look like that Sonic and the Princess start on the outskirts and then go toward the temple, even though they're supposed to be going the other way. Do 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 do. Dude, let's chill with that kind of humor. That's a little bit over the line. Ba-da, ba-da-da-da. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. All right. Pretty fun stage. Whoa, my head's spinning. Will the silver die? Hey, let's go. I have no idea why this happens, but it's pretty funny. All right, I believe we got one more stage with Amy here, and it's Aquatic Base. Oh no, we have two more stages, sorry. Aquatic Base is next up, and I'm not gonna say anything. Nobody in chat spoil it if you already know. But Aquatic Base is actually a reference to something. Amy's Aquatic Base is. I'll be curious to see if anyone understands where this reference is from. But I won't say anything other than that. We'll just head through Aquatic Base as normal here. It's very cool. I really like what Fen did with it, especially like calling out the references. It's pretty obvious once we get closer to the end, but I'm curious if anybody will get it early on. Another reference? Ugh. It's not a reference I made this time. Need 420. Also, how you doing? Ah, crap. Well, that one is. Hey, that's okay. Need 420. Nobody knows what the reference is. Woo! Triple jumps. Do 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 do. Spoiler, if it's a reference to Aquatic Base. Oh, Ben gets it, and he's the one who made the stage. That must be what it is. Since you can make the gap with her triple jump. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you're not supposed to make it with the triple jump, so... Huh, what's this? I believe we can just triple jump to the trigger. There we go. Here we go. Do 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 do. Yeah, it happens, Lightning. It happens. We could probably take this dash panel and hammer spin our way to victory here. Keep the speed. Woohoo! Good thing Amy doesn't get dizzy, or else it'd be a lot harder to do stuff like that. Using that air hammer spin to just absolutely destroy these bigger enemies here. Did something open up? This way did. Let's head through. Do you guys see the reference now? Do you see it now? I would imagine some of the bigger Sonic fans in chat will know this right away. Is this Egg Fleet? I don't know. Do 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 do. See? A cool thing is these portals are actually completely randomized. Looks like we got the middle portal there. Pretty cool, but the way forward can be any of those 5 portals, which is pretty cool. I don't remember Egg Fleet having anything like this. Might be Egg Fleet. I'm surprised no one's got it yet. I'll let you know when we finish the stage, which we're right at the end here. Aquatic Base, Tails and Knuckles are here as a sort of finale for Amy if Amy were to tag along with them into Aquatic Base and Sonic's story. Oh goodness, this dude, he went airborne. I didn't even know they could transition between walking and airborne, to be honest with you. And there we go. I hope you guys enjoyed Final Egg. Aquatic Base. Yeah. It's a reference to Final Egg, and it's pretty cool. Do. Final Aquatic Egg, yep. Da-da-da-da. It's a fun stage, too, to go through. For sure. Definitely shows that it's your favorite, but here we go. Kingdom Valley, Amy's final stage. This is a pretty big one, too. What exactly is referenced from it? So the 5 portals are a reference to, like, the 5 ways you go in Amy's final egg. And obviously it's in Aquatic Base, which is an Eggman base at this point in the story, so there's the reference there. And then, like, the end of Section 1 is supposed to kind of represent the balloon. Like the balloon Amy takes at the end. Because that platform that I triple jumped above, like, sends you upward. Kind of like the balloon does. Do. Why is it didn't get it all? Well, clearly you're just not a true Sonic fan, Chaos. Clearly. Do. You know what? That's a good idea, Amy. I'm glad I was already doing that. Again, getting to play Section A of Kingdom Valley with more characters. Well, that's why it's a reference. It's a reference. It's not the exact thing. It's not nostalgia bait. Yeah, I know. It's so bad. Shake my head. Chaos is not a true Sonic fan. Here we go in Section B. One thing I do wanna say, and it actually can be pretty useful in this section, but I want to show off Fen's level design, is if you do an air hammer spin on top of water, just like Silver, when you hold X with him before you get the shock bracelet, you can bounce on the water, which allows you to get all the way to the end of the section just by bouncing on the water, but we'll actually play it. It would have been a true reference if it used the doors. Look, Chaos, just because you didn't get it doesn't mean it has to be changed. Gosh. Oh, man. Can we do something cheeky with the triple jump here? Okay, not that cheeky, unfortunately, but... Pretty sure you had to be told it was a reference. I had to be told it was a reference? No. I got it the first time I played through. I was like, oh, that's from Final Egg. Am I being truthful? You'll never know because that playthrough wasn't recorded. Ha ha ha. No Chaos cameo. Chaos is right here. He's in the chat. Chaos, it's okay. You're just clearly not as smart as I am. My brain is way more massive than yours. Clearly. Oh my goodness. That's one of the worst cases of artifacts I've gotten so far. Oh my goodness. Pretty cool that we get to go through, this is basically Silver's Kingdom Valley. Oh crap. Good thing we can phase through platforms. Welcome back. Man, that's just a random thing to roast Chaos on. Dude, I imagine I imagine. Rail splines from doing like PO6 custom stages and stuff. Rail splines sound terrible to create. Asking for the hammer me things. Yeah, I don't know. Pretty dicey. Pretty dicey this stream. Amy was a Sonic clone with a weird double jump. Could Amy use the gems? Stage used to look like Shrek's swamp, like in early versions of Legacy of Solaris or in retail. Ah, gotcha. Dude, is that a reference? You're a bad person because you don't like SA1 and you like Sonic 4? Who are you saying that to? Are you saying that to me? Because I like SA1. Why I like Sonic's story and Tails' story in SA1. Knuckles is pretty hit or miss depending on where the emeralds are. I think Sonic 4 is fine. Shouldn't be called Sonic 4, but the game is fine. Excited for Sonic Prime Season 2? I am. You go to technically? Gotcha. Makes sense. Here we go into section B. Over 3 and K? Yeah, I mean, hey, if that's what you think, man. Last year with a 12 gauge? Yeah, the rocket sound effect is pretty neat, I will say. I just want to trigger some people. I mean, if the people in my community are anything to go by, we're pretty accepting of other opinions. And if you're not, then I recommend reprioritizing life if someone's opinion on a Sonic game gets you all riled up. People enjoy what they enjoy, and that is A-okay. Gamma and Big are my least favorite. The rest are all right. Gamma is okay. I'd give him a solid thumbs up. Gamma's great because of the story. Like, his gameplay isn't really anything to write home about. I'ma make French fries out of you. Getting pretty close to a ban, man, I gotta say. You're pretty risky today. Let's chill. Let's just cool it. If you bet I smell like onions, I may. I haven't actually had onions in a while. But there we go. That finishes off Amy's story. Totally talking about the game. Kingdom Valley is a pretty fun stage and a nice one to end on. If you enjoyed Amy's story, I got a whole lot more Legacy of Solaris videos already made. They're all in a nice playlist on my channel if you missed any of them. And we've got more to go. Thank you all so much for watching. Have yourselves a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. And we'll be back with Legacy of Solaris for our final main story, Shadow the Hedgehog. Where's he at? Gotta have a cool outro. Where we play as Shadow.